Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and the Assassination Deep Dive, where we are just focused entirely on one type of syndicate for now, and we're poking around, seeing what we can see, seeing how we feel. And today we have a bunch of missions available to us. Looks like we're going to do 4 today, I think. So let's just see where we're starting. We've got Ambrose, we've got Alerted Dubai, we've got Alerted Miami. Mendoza was going to be our showdown, I think. Let's start with Ambrose. Let's start with a regular level. Eliminate guards and someone else with a sniper rifle and only use 1 disguise. 3 targets. Well, 2 of those challenges, Time to Get Disguises and Silent Assassin, are both ruled out by our regular challenge, so I guess our only real option is Pacify Baseball Bat. Maybe we're best off, because of that, not doing Ambrose first. Maybe we want to go somewhere that doesn't require a sniper rifle, if we can find such a place. But no, it looks like we've got Eliminate Sniper Rifle everywhere except our showdown location. But we could do Time to Get Disguises on Dubai. We still need a sniper rifle. We've still not got any really good ones, but we'll grab the Sieger and we'll bring a regular silenced pistol. And then we'll grab our regular stuff. I don't like starting the day with a timed mission, because timed missions are where you make mistakes and mess everything up. And it's generally sad times. But this is the choices that we find ourselves with, so that's how it's going to be. Off to Dubai. Okay, ground level it is. Targets, believe it or not, are above us. There's one in the kitchen. Okay. And then we've got one up on the 3rd floor somewhere. Interesting. So kitchen one might not be too bad. We'll have a look. We'll worry about eliminating guards with the sniper rifle once we've completed some of our other challenges. No, she's not paying enough attention, so that's good. There is a camera up there though. Did she notice that? No. Good. And there's no outfits for us in there. Oh shit. Okay, that's not a great start. Someone did hear the camera getting shot after all. And then they all panicked. So what's our next plan? It might be possible to sneak in to one of these rooms. Yeah, I think it's this one.
Oh, you're here! How wonderful!
Yeah, she's gonna turn around. And then, yeah, good. Right, so we're in a private area. And we got an outfit. So now we can head down to the kitchen, I guess. Which way is the kitchen? Right, there's the laundry, so we are on to the side. And there's our man. It's just a cook. Okay, that apparently requires a key card. But this one doesn't, so yeah, we'll bonk you and chuck you in a box. I'm not even sure I need to do that, to be honest. Let's see, so he's facing that way, she's just chilling. He's now going to look at us. Maybe we just shoot him from here. Could be a risky shot. There's the keycard at least. Yep, you go back and look over there. Good. That's him out of the way. Now we can take his disguise. It won't allow us to get far though, so we'll change back. We just wanted to reset the time. Now we need to head on up a few floors. Our next man shouldn't be terribly far away. I don't think. Are they up another floor still though? They might be, yeah.
Hey.
Which might mean that this outfit won't get the job done. Although we are allowed up here with it. Which is cool. Then maybe we need to go for old reliable janitor outfit. And the target is higher still, so where exactly are they now? They're in the lounge area upstairs, so again this outfit might not allow us to get exactly where we need to be. We don't have the key card, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And there's an outfit up here which will allow us to get exactly to where we want to be. So you can go in a freezer. Time to get disguises. Is actually going pretty well for a change. I don't normally like it, but I do know this map quite well, so it's not the end of the world. Now our target shouldn't be far away. They are out there. One of Ingram's bodyguards. Ooh, that's awful. That's the worst. Or is it? Maybe it's not the worst.
So are you telling me I can't do my job?
I'm sorry, Mr. Ingram gave specific instructions.
Whoa.
Okay, that's not who we wanted. That's just a guard. But he can go in a box anyway. If we need the disguise, we'll take it.
Yo, attendant! Hold on a second.
Why did you suddenly come running in all spish like?
Hey, don't hit!
You can get in a box as well. That was a bit odd. Now, we are probably allowed in here. However, it's probably not a good time to be in there with all those people hanging around. So that's not our man, that's someone else. Is our man going to come out in time? Or do we need a new outfit? Let's drop that gun out there. Don't know if it's going to help. At the very least it will lure away one of those guards. No. We are going to have to change disguise. I guess we can change right back, can't we? We just need to put it on to reset the timer. Now he's going to go and pick up the gun. Where is he? No, he's changed his mind. You're going to see the gun though. Yeah, you are. Good. Now, our man is on the move. Which way are they going? Well, they didn't hear that. However, we could get away with a risky shot, perhaps. From where, though? From here?
Hey, I need assistance.
Yeah, that did it. Looks like we got trouble. But it's not where I am. So, all is well. Now we just need to snipe a bunch of guards. Without missing shots. Should be able to manage that. So, everyone downstairs is panicking. Guess at this point we could go for an elite guard outfit just so we can walk around with our gun out. But getting to it without getting severely shot by those alerted guards shouldn't be too much of a problem actually, because we're just in here, so There we go. And let's whip out the old sniper rifle. All is well. I mean, yes, there's a dead guy halfway down the stairs. But it's still fine. Now, are you going to do anything about that bod? No, I guess you're sending someone else because you're too important. You've got to follow Ingram around. No. That was risky. Should have just gone in the side door, but it's fine. Let's go shoot some guards a bit lower down, shall we? Maybe talk to our supplier as well. So she's got another sniper rifle that we'll probably pick up. And then, do we keep going downstairs before we start shooting guards? Maybe that's sensible. Yeah, I'm not sure if the guards down here are any less effective than the ones upstairs, but they're probably just holding pistols rather than assault rifles. So if things go wrong, we've got a bit more time to get away. Also, they're probably less likely to enforce this outfit, because they're not one of us. Now, where's a good spot? There's always here, isn't there? This guy's not too hard to take out, and we can just toss him down the lift shaft.
Speechless.
Bonk. Now, where is our rifle? Yeah, guard one. Dealt with. Nobody heard that. Now, will anyone hear this? She does. She's not a guard. But there's a gun on the floor. So she's going to get a guard. Wouldn't normally bother with this, but they're not very far away, so it's not like it's going to take her a long time to get someone to come over. Normally I'd just shoot a couple of people and then
I'll go check.
scuttle away to safety. But this should be fine. She just goes back to her position.
Hey,
Yep.
do we have an owner for this weapon?
And now there's going to be 2 guns on the floor. And she won't even be a little bit suspicious. I mean, it's also 2 blood spatters, but she didn't notice the first one, so why would she notice the second? I mean, at this point, we could just do this as well. Because no one else is really paying any attention around here. And then that's man number 3 down. No one is alerted. And we can just slip away. So another fairly straightforward mission. Slightly made a bit spicier by the timed challenge. But all in all, assassination continues to be fairly simple. Now, what's our prestige? These are a lot nicer, a lot friendlier. So we'll take Submachine Gun Kill Epic, because we've got a little one of those that we can slip in the pocket. And now we'll do Ambrose. 1 disguise and then sniping a bunch of people is basically the goal. We can live with that for sure. Because both of the guard outfits allow us to carry snipers on Ambrose. We'll only be able to take one of them, of course. But it's a pretty snipe-friendly map in general. So it should be fine. Let's find out. Care at the village. We've got a target over here, Victor Bremy. And then we've got 2 in the Militia Cave area, so those 2 over at the ruins and whatnot, or close to the ruins, are going to require that type of guard outfit. The last one is near or in Akka's place, so would ideally require the other type of outfit. Kind of awkward, but not the end of the world. And thankfully we don't have a safe this time to worry about either. We'll worry about the supply, I think, once we're done. Now, these lads. Good, we got them. Yes, you come on in, friend. Your pants will be very handy.
Ah, come on.
Cool. There's our one disguise. There's our sniper rifle that we're openly allowed to carry. And that's one of our 3 guards out of the way. Now, Victor is wandering around back and forth over there somewhere, so maybe not the hardest target in the world to locate. Cool. They are patrolling around up here rather than actually in Akka's compound. Yes, it's this guy who we sometimes bop to take his pants. Oh no, actually that's the pants guy, isn't it? Oh well. We'll probably get him out of the way anyway, just because it can't hurt.
You need to come out right now.
I hope you're talking to your brains. Because they have certainly come out right now. All over the rocks. Now, where's your pal? He's having a pisk. Is there anything stopping me from just submachine gunning him from here? I hope not. Because it's been done. He might get found. That's the main reason why I would possibly not want to submachine gun him from there. But we're not going to be anywhere near that area for long, so it doesn't really matter if he's found. Doesn't affect any of our other challenges. And 2 remain. And they're both over this way. So there are a bunch of guards around here that will enforce this outfit. But that's probably fine. Especially if we just drop down here. And we can evade most of them. There goes Awesome. Right. So yeah, one of our guys is a guard. Was a guard. But yeah, folks are definitely going to be looking for the shooter there, because that wasn't subtle. So we should make ourselves scarce.
There's a hard-ass criminal out there. We need to apprehend him.
Yeah, hard-ass criminal, that's us. So we could use another way of getting to the last target. It looked like the last target might be a chef. I don't want to go back through that area. But if we can find another way, that would be cool. Going down there might help, but that would require us to wait for the patrol, I think. Could potentially shoot the cameras out from up here. But that's not really necessary and it might cause bother. No, you guys are going to turn around in a minute. And I don't know if there's any way I can get past you other than hiding in here. So this is what we're going to do. We'll give that lock a quick tickle because no one's watching. This is another spot where you could potentially shoot out the cameras, perhaps. Although it might not be visible from over here. Doesn't really matter right now because we're going this way. And this does lead us to our man. Now, is that poison frog? It was. Is our man going to eat anything at any point? And has Froggo returned? Froggo has returned. Good, he's ours now. Now, target is doing a bit of cookery. Which means we could potentially sabotage this. But I might accidentally blow myself up if I try that. So we'll worry about that later. If all else fails. The other guy backs away. There's a smoko. So we could blow up our man without harming anyone else. Turn off stove, and then start gas leak. So I'd have to do it like that. Turn off the stove first, then start the gas leak. And he has indeed just tasted some food. So all of these are suspicious activities. Really. But that's fine, maybe.
Hey, you!
Yeah, we got spotted. Who are we? We're just a running man, don't worry about us. Now, there it is. Cool. We got away with it. He was only suspicious for like a minute anyway. That was the least suspicious a guy could be. He was just like, yeah, not my job actually. So now we'll just go and find supplier friend whilst Chef takes care of himself. What you got, bub?
Okay.
Nothing I can afford. Okay. It would be nice to get that sniper rifle. Just so I'm no longer exploiting the fact that this common one is bugged and acts like a silenced one when it really shouldn't do.
Just come back if you need more.
And there we go. As the helpful picture-in-picture showed us, our man has eaten a handful of frog. And now he's dead. So, time to grab ourselves a key and get away. On the wrong side, aren't we? Well, we're on the right side for that exit, which we barely ever use. And we might well be allowed in here in our outfit.
About how repairs are progressing on his boat.
I'm sure he is.
Lovely.
He's gonna have to wait.
So I guess it's time to go. Now our old friend Miami awaits once again. High target bods, blurg. Let's see. Silence pistol, epic seems fine because it can be slipped in a pocket. And 5-way, we've actually got one this time. We've got our quick draw. And we'll bring our trusty Sega 300. And then all we really need to worry about is the usual stuff. Anything else we might want? It's an easy camera, so we don't need the EMP charge on Miami. Don't really need explosives because of high target bods. Same for accident-based things. So I believe we are good to go. Step 1, same as usual. We'll grab ourselves a camera device and then snap it over our knee. We should probably check where our targets are as well though, just in general. 2 of them are upstairs in that building over on the right there. And 1 of them is on the podium. How are we supposed to hide that bod? I guess Seeker might be the answer to that particular question. First and foremost, let's get the cameras off. We could also take a security outfit just because it's useful. But the security outfit will be sus to our targets. What with the whole alerted map thing. So it's not the best outfit for us. We'll take it for now. I don't want to do the whole mission in it. Now let's get some guards sniped for the challenge. Get some cameras sniped as well. And we'll grab a keycard because we can. Now we'll slip the sniper rifle away for now. We could potentially snipe those 2 guys out there though. We don't need to because there's going to be ample opportunities. But yeah, let's snipe these 2 and then we don't have to worry about taking the sniper rifle with us wherever we go. I doubt anyone will find them. Now, we'll bring the sniper rifle with us because there's not really a lot of climbing on pipes on this mission. So that's fine. Now, should we start with podium? Might be wise. Now, are event staff in general allowed up top? I feel like they might be. And there might be an outfit somewhere around, but there's also just this guy, so And now we're no longer sus to our targets. Possibly still sus to other people though. I'm not an expert on this outfit. Yeah, there's a few folks in here that know that we are not the one. And there's our target. Now, it's nice and quiet over here in general. But I don't know if there's anyone over there that would see us if we do anything, so let's just do that. It'd be fun to just drag him up here and throw him off onto the road there, but I don't know if that's going to work, so yeah. You just go to somewhere nice and quiet, my man. Right, so if we're going to follow you, we'll need to come back around this way. Just to avoid that sus guard. Now, where are you going? You're going out there. That's not ideal.
I'll, just...
Unless you're going in here. Are you coming in here? Is there a bin? I mean, there's those bins. There's also, like, suspicious people there. So this could be tricky. Right. Yeah, she's watching. No, you go away. Good. Crime notice compromised. Oh god, yep. We have indeed been compromised. So, high target bodies has gone. But really, how are we supposed to deal with that on that for that guy? So we just need to silence pistol, kill Epic, one of our others. We'll try and hide the other bots. If we can. It's not entirely necessary at this point. It's just more professional pride, really. It's like, I couldn't get that guy, but at least let's get the other two just to prove that I can hide target bots sometimes. Now, what outfit might we want to hang around in up there? We've got a key card, so we've pretty much got a choice of outfits available to us. We could get one that we don't usually get, just for the fun of it. Like this guy's. We are now an Aeon mechanic. Literally no reason to be an Aeon mechanic, like 90% of the time in Miami. But maybe it will be slightly more useful than being, say, a Kronstadt mechanic, because there might be fewer people around who would recognise us. Right, there's our man. Here's a cupboard. Here's an epic pistol. So yeah, that guy was easy to hide. And now our other man is over there. There is actually an enforcer. Okay, there's another Aeon guy over there, so he does know us. That's not much of a surprise. I wonder if that Kronstadt guy who's our target will come anywhere near us at any point. Yeah, it looks like he's coming into the same room. Which means he should, in theory, be able to go in the same cupboard. So yeah, if not for that one really pesky guy, high target bods would have been very simple. Curse you, pesky guy. Now, what's Supplier Friend got to say? I mean, we've not got the right outfit to really get much out of the level with us. Seeker 300 Viper would be nice. Heck it, I'm going to go downstairs and get my security guard outfit back, and then I'm going to buy that sniper rifle. Oh wait, there was a Kowloon mechanic outfit down there. So we could have grabbed that as well and used that to engage in our dark deeds. But not a problem. We'll just leave this guy's pants back on the floor, and then people can be like, why are you just lying on the floor next to your neatly folded pantaloons? And he can be like, I've got no idea. Oh wait, this outfit won't help us get a sniper rifle out because it's still an illegal gun. Oh well. It'll allow us to get an epic shotgun out. So it wasn't completely without merit, as plans go. how could I have taken that guy out and hid his body? I guess after he left the pit building, but before he passed those two guards. Maybe. Or maybe I could have just waited for him to finish bombing and then thrown a briefcase or something to get his attention. It was probably possible, but we didn't do it. But that's fine. It's in the past now. We're in the present. And the present takes us to Mendoza. So, high target bots, but now we've only got one to worry about. And they need to be silently firearmed in the head. And then, I guess, neutralise the lookout sounds like a plan. So once again we see that there's generally very little equipment required. We could just go now with just a pistol for assassination missions. You don't need a lot of fancy damn items like you do with some of the other syndicate types. But we will bring a few bits and bobs here and there. Don't need an EMP charge, probably don't need explosives because we don't want to draw attention to ourselves. We're looking for a smoker foodie, having a handover, brown hair, hat, and glasses. Let's roll. Okay, here we are. Now, where is our invitation? Lovely. There's the lawyer friend. Everyone will be roaming about at the party sort of area because they tend to do that on showdowns on Mendoza. Here's my invitation friend.
Enjoy the party. How are you?
And now we're allowed in. And there's a nervous looking target. Shouldn't take very long at all to identify the targets. Now, are you having a smoko? It doesn't look as though you've got glasses though. Can I just double check that? Would you like to look at me? Okay. And there's a lookout as well, so we know that there's another lookout. So it shouldn't be too hard to ice lookouts. Here's a target. Smoking. Glasses, hat. Do you have a tattoo? Looks like there's one on your arm there, and I don't think that's a natural one. I think that is specifically yours. That looks like an assassin who's watching you, though. No necklace, but you just sneezed. Yeah, you're not the one. A few folks upstairs, including our target. Is it you? Could be him. High target bots is always a pain in the butt on Mendoza, but that's where Seekers come into play. It's not red over there. One of our targets has gone up here, perhaps. There's also a lookout there. That guy's a foodie, and I think he's a smoker because I think he was...
That's a good look on you, bro.
Thanks, friend. Is that a tattoo on your right arm? Or are you just pleased to see me? Yeah, I think this is our man, you know. I think he was smoking over the edge there.
Almost made it onto the UNESCO World Heritage List. Must have been some rain.
It looks as though that other target, though, is eating right now.
I blame climate change.
So it's not 10 million % this guy.
Council could have done about it.
Have the Malbec turned up?
But yeah, looks real promising.
Is there anything else you'd like in the meantime?
Welcome.
One
Please
would
keep
think
moving,
this
sir.
Malbec was a myth.
Hello.
Would you mind taking a few steps away from me, please?
Oh, go on then. I'm sure she's just chilling.
I'll come back.
Now this guy. He's got an outfit that will allow us up top. However, it won't necessarily allow us to get up top without getting frisked.
What the heck was that?
So it's not 10 million % useful. But it's at least 50% useful. Now, yeah, guards on every door. Targets are over there. It looks like a handshake, but we know it's one of those two anyway, so yeah, those two are having a handover meeting. Are we allowed through here? Cool, this outfit allows us to roam about in here, that's good to know. Now, where can one jump up? Is there a jump up point anywhere? Or do we have to go past those guards? I mean, we can go past those guards. That might be the jump up points. Look how straight that point is. Entirely unnecessary because these guards aren't enforcers. It's good to get some exercise once in a while. Now we are allowed in here, yes? Good. So there's our potential man, and he's having a smoke out. So I'm pretty certain that is our man. This guy, on the other hand,
Hi.
also does look like our man. I'll give him that. Except for that little earring you've got there.
A former lobbyist, a political advisor.
We have identified our target. Are we allowed in the mansion in this outfit? That's a question. Because there's our bloke. Is he going in the mansion? That's his assassin, probably. Certainly looks like it. Okay, we're trespassing inside.
Oh, hi there.
But that's cool. Because if we're doing it all sneaky like, we might get away with it.
Oh, yeah. I feel horrible.
Yeah, top stuff. Super sneaks. Oh, where's the bathroom that he's going to go to? Because we don't want to be caught in here. Is he going upstairs? And if he's going upstairs, is that too big of a problem?
Excuse me!
Yep.
What are you doing here? Sir, you will need to follow me. Please comply and come along.
I'm coming along. Where do you want me to go? Okay, you'll kick me out the back door, are you? I ain't got time for that. Oh, hello. Ain't got time for you either. Now, you, on the other hand. Silence fire alarm. Get in this cupboard. Perfect. Now. We have got time to get you in a cupboard as well. And to put on your pants. And to steal your gun. Good, now we just need to take out a lookout. And then our work here is done. So I didn't see any lookouts up top here, but we know there are some down below. There's also a lot of enforcers. So how do we neutralize a lookout without getting into too much trouble? Because shooting them's generally the best bet. Headshot kills only is on the menu. So what do we do? There weren't any other lookouts up here, were there? It's just down below, I think. Oh, that might be one. Oh no, that's
Ugh, the grunts are here.
her bodyguard. Yeah. He's a sus boy. Probably spoke to all the guards when he arrived to familiarise himself with them, like a professional might do. Now, it's always a pain in the butt trying to shoot people down here. But there are two lookouts. But there's bodyguards all over the show. If we go too far away from our target, we kind of lose the dot over his head and we're not sure who he is. But that said, old white suit there stands out a bit. Where's he gone? So potentially we could hide in here. Then pop old white suit. Maybe get away with it. But it's kind of tricky because if we do that and we don't kill him, he'll probably just fall down and then he'll start to run away. Maybe we should go and see our supplier, see if they've got a sniper rifle we can afford. Seems unlikely though. But we do have a courier, but they're not in a great place.
What's worse, my partner being angry or the boss?
And there is also the safe in Don's basement. So maybe we can make enough money for a sniper rifle.
Hi.
It's probably smart to start by
whatever.
finding out how much it would cost.
Oh, jeez.
Well-
Can you believe these people?
Okay. They don't even have a silent sniper rifle. But it is a sniper rifle. We could go far away, and then we could take a shot, and then potentially get it back in our briefcase before anyone cries about it. Oh, a body's been found.
But despite the
That's rather unfortunate. Now, how private is this spot here? There's a couple of guys down there. Alright, there's an assassin on the loose. Maybe that's fine. As long as they don't alert the lookouts and cause them to flee, I think we're okay.
No?
Cool, so that's a couple of guards taken out who might be too close to any gunshots that come on out. Because this is a slow sniper rifle to pull out your briefcase and put back in. Yeah, someone is running. And someone up there actually can see us from here. Okay. Now, where are lookouts? Are they still there? There's a guy in a white suit. But I'm not sure which guy in a white suit, so maybe we are going to have to move back in, at least for a little bit. Okay, so still some folks about.
Lucked out.
A target may have fled, but generally speaking there's peeps about, and there's old Whitecoat. Can we slip past him? Good. Now, is there a spot over here somewhere where we can do our crimes without anyone really panicking too much? You can't see us, can you? No. So now we just need to wait for old Whitecoat to come back onto the scene. There he is. That's definitely our lookout. Lookout alerted, I'll say so. Everyone's alerted. Fortunately, we didn't do it. We're just a man with a briefcase. And therefore, we can't possibly be to blame. Now we're just going to waltz back upstairs. Maybe move Don's car for him, just in case there's any sort of ruckus and people are bumping into it as they try and flee. Oh, the guards have gone. No surprise. And yeah, no one's escaping in Don's car, so I guess we can. And that's another syndicate defeated. Delicious prize awaits us. El Masador! It's a prize we actually love and enjoy. And now I can see what levels we would be offered at this point, but if it's a bunch of repeats, then I'll probably just quit and come back in. So yeah, we've seen Mendoza, we've seen Ambrose. I'll try and get something a bit more varied than that for next time, because we're ending this episode between syndicates, which means I can just happily load and reload a bunch of times. And I will do that. I will find a bunch of delicious levels for us. And then next time we'll begin level 4. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.